Honorable participants, dear guests, kalimera σας from Brussels. It's a distant pleasure to be able to greet the Greek Space Tech Forum with this message. First of all, allow me on this occasion to congratulate all of you for your constant and ingenious efforts to enhance Greece's space ecosystem, which is actively and steadily upscaling its position in this challenging geopolitical environment. You have all the reasons to be proud. Over recent years, the Greek ecosystem has shown strong potential for growth and has launched major achievements. In the current geopolitical context, we must admit that we cannot solve present challenges with old recipes. And we need urgent and innovative measures to defend Europe's interest, boost our industry, and secure our European competitiveness. We acknowledge that this is a complex journey where we need to provide the means from conceptualization to commercialization. This journey needs a solid toolbox composed of programs, investment instruments, and rules to fuel our industrial ecosystem's growth. Let's start with our programs. These days are geared towards industrial development and foresee an active industrial participation to deliver capabilities, technologies, and services. By design, they include a dynamic procurement chapter focusing on industrial capacities to allow them to invest, to innovate, to deliver, to grow, and definitely to compete. In addition, more than ever before, the use of space and the protection of space assets are identified as strategic enablers within defense capability domains where there is a critical capability gap. Already 14 Greek companies claim a key role in this defense-related domain, covering 32 thematic fields in the European Defence Fund. And then, from programs, we move to adaptable investment instruments made in EU to offer scalable finance to industry and, of course, the means to properly access the finance. Cassini, our commercialization funding tool, has created in just 3 years a European-wide matchmaking arena of 300 companies and boosted commercial growth for 80 companies which have gone through our Business Accelerator program. Today, a small number of Greek companies participate in the Cassini Business Accelerator, with several more interested and waiting from us. You may have witnessed also the increasing tendency of the commercially oriented public-private partnership to navigate this journey. For instance, the recently kick-off space partnership on globally competitive space systems in the margins of Horizon Europe program. Greek entities, private and public, are leaders for key R&I areas such as Copernicus service evolution and big data processing with artificial intelligence. And we are happy that some of them are involved in the space partnership funded under Horizon Europe. And let me conclude that beyond programs and investment, we need rules. That is what the EU Space Act is meant to offer. It will set the foundation of the single market for space, establishing a common legal framework revolving around safety, resilience, and sustainability. A clear and predictable legal framework will be good for businesses and good for investment. It will ultimately support the competitiveness of our startups and SMEs to continue growing in the single market and operating freely across national borders and with protection and safety in orbit. Distinguished guests, today the competitiveness of the EU space industry is under pressure. We need to act swiftly, intelligently, and perhaps disruptively to ensure that our industry remains globally competitive and resilient to geopolitical and economic shocks. I can reassure you that the Commission aims with high ambition for space defense. Together with Member States and our industrial partners, we need to make the best of all available programs and financial instruments to prepare effectively and efficiently the new times ahead. We expect the Greek space industry to increase their presence in our space defense activities and procurements. Greek entities, private and public, are already leaders for key space and defense areas. The Greek space tech is vibrant and full of potential. We need it in space, we need it in defense, we need it in Europe. Thank you.